You are about to enter Gigi's world.
I just need to know what is happening to my tomatoes. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Gigi Naturals Homestead channel. So I am out in the garden today and I noticed a few things that concerned me. And I remember reading a message from Lady Linda to another gardener saying that when in doubt, get your food. So I'm getting my food today. Thank you, Lady Linda, for that advice. It wasn't for me, but it was. Let's go ahead and see what's happening in this garden today. This just makes me so nervous. What are you? What is this, guys? Does anybody know what that is? I don't see really any damage to the tomatoes, but all of these bugs, I don't know what that is. Let me try to get closer. Yeah, I have no idea what those are. I do see this all the time. I just don't know the names of them, but I'm definitely going to disturb them, and I'm going to go ahead and take these tomatoes. This one is the rainbow blend. So yeah, they know I'm here, so they're scattering now. They didn't care about me a minute ago until I started pulling stuff off. But yeah, I've got to get them because I am losing a lot of aromas right now. So far, I have lost that one, like something is burrowing into it. See that? That one has blossom end rot, and something was burrowing into this as well. So I did see that, got a little end rot on there. So I'm gonna pull, especially these bigger tomatoes, I'm gonna pull them off, and they just won't be vine ripened. I don't care. I just want to save my harvest. And then the purple Russian. I don't know, these tomatoes, like in the last couple of days, the leaves are not looking healthy at all. Okay, that one is okay. And these are still, the purple Russians are still growing, but the leaves are not looking healthy at all. But the tomatoes are a decent size, and I think I can take them. And I've already taken a few off of this. This is the large red cherry, and let me just tell you, they are delicious. They are so sweet. Like, so when the debate happens that says, are the tomatoes a fruit or a vegetable? When you taste these, you're like, that's a fruit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the larger tomatoes. I'm gonna leave these. Anything that is turning ripe, then if it even gives me a little inkling of being ripe, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it so that we can be sure to have our tomatoes instead of having them succumb to the bugs and things. So yeah. All right, I'm coming back. This P. Robertson is a whole beauty, and I wanted to see it vine ripe, but I am not willing to take the chance. I am going to go ahead, since it is a nice size. Let me show you. See, it is like a palm-sized tomato. That's a good sized tomato. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. That is one beautiful tomato. This one is not quite as large, but since it's in pretty great condition still, I am going to go ahead and take it as well. And I'm going to allow this one to stay since it's relatively small and it looks to be in good condition. And this one over here as well is, oh man, look at that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this one off. Looks like something is trying to burrow inside of it. Yep, you won't get all my tomatoes. Okay, now I need a tomato expert to tell me why it's doing this. What is that? It's just starting to get tomatoes, see there? And yet it is doing this. I don't know if that is a bug or if that's a fungus or... yeah, tell me, why is the tomato plant doing that with that little ashy type of look to it? But it's like it has a lot of holes in it as well, so I don't know if like that is something eating it or if that's a fungus making it turn like that. Okay, let me know. When I touched these, they kind of came off in my hand, so you see one of them is looking like it was definitely going to develop blossom end right. The other one is fine, but they kind of came off in my hand, so hey, let's go. And those are Romas. Those were Roma tomatoes. And these are kind of just down on the ground. And look, see what's happening? Something is just going to town on these. So I'm going to take the good ones. And I think the biggest of my issues may be that I didn't catch these on the ground. So I won't be making that mistake again, I tell you that. See, 1 out of every 4 or 5 is just having some issues there. And these are good, so I'm gonna let them stay. Just kind of pull everything off that has broken the vine and is really just heavy to the vine. Lesson learned, people. Got just about a bowl full already. The Romas and the P. Robertson. And so here is the rainbow blend. And there are, look at these. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna go ahead and take those off. Those bugs are everywhere. So that's the rainbow blend anyway. Those bugs are just everywhere. And I have some in the windowsill in my house that are changing beautifully. The rainbow blend, and they are really good. I have had the opportunity to taste them. Really delicious. I would say I probably like the unicorn blend even better. Even though they are similar, I believe that I like the unicorn blend even better. Right now, the unicorns are behaving. They're looking great. And they're just growing and minding their business. Okay, and I'm just gonna pull, these are super sweet. I know I've said that already, but I thought I was harvesting the parsley on video as well, but apparently I was not recording. So I got a little parsley, well, a nice bunch of parsley, and my tomatoes. So I'm gonna take these babies in and sit them in the windowsill and just let them naturally come to their colors. As I grow things, I always make sure that I learn something along the way. And so far with the tomatoes, I have learned a few things. First of all, if you don't want them going wild, trim them back to one stem. Trim them back, keep them trimmed, and number two, trellis them properly. So if you are cheap like me and don't want to buy the tomato cages, go buy the tomato cages anyway. The bamboo stakes that I got, they're okay. They are not adequate for the amount of tomatoes that I have growing over there, and for the amount of leaves that I also allowed to stay on my plants. So go on and buy those tomato cages. Number three is, and this probably should have been number one, make sure that you monitor your water every day. Monitor your water. Make sure that you are not over watering your tomatoes, and make sure you're not under watering your tomatoes as well, because your tomatoes, there's a delicate balance that takes place in order to avoid the blossom end rot. It was almost inevitable that I was going to get some because it's so humid here in the Florida climate. So, you know, I knew that I would get a little bit and I wasn't so concerned about it. I had maybe one in every 4 or 5 on one particular plant, the Roma tomatoes, that got blossom end rot. And another thing is also to make absolutely sure that you are planting the tomatoes that grow like the cherry, little small round like varieties. Make sure you're planting those together in one area, and then plant the larger varieties of tomatoes together in their other area. That way you can really better monitor and better control how much water you're giving the larger tomatoes versus the cherry style tomatoes that will grow right there all together, like on one little vine. So there's a lot of things, but I'll just stop with those few because I think that's enough to kind of get you started and give you some things to watch out for when growing your tomatoes. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next video. Remember, when you grow it, you know it. You learn so much by growing your own food. Growing things from seed and watching it grow is like nothing else. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. I'm really happy to have some tomatoes. I've learned some lessons, and definitely with all the varieties that I'm growing, I have learned a lot.